Thank you so much for joining us for this edition of McAllen News Update. I'm Roy Cantu.
And I'm Xochitl Mora. Mayor Villalobos held the 2024 McAllen State of the City Address at the McAllen Convention Center in early February. With more than 1,200 people in attendance, Mayor Javier Villalobos showcased the City of McAllen's various projects, partnerships, and accomplishments that are making an impact in the city. Mayor Villalobos said, "We have a very strong and important message about McAllen. The prosperity and the community contribute to the city every day." Mayor Villalobos also expressed appreciation for the many table sponsors of the State of the City Address, as those funds not only cover the hard costs of the event, but also support philanthropic efforts and promote the City of McAllen.
Building more than bridges of friendship while working on keeping residents healthy and fit together with the unified hike and bike trail system. The City of McAllen and the City of Edinburg held a groundbreaking ceremony to kick off the 1.5 miles of a 10-foot wide hike and bike trail that will connect both communities. This ambitious initiative will create a unified pathway between Bicentennial Boulevard and 2nd Street trails, extending to Jackson Road Hike and Bike Trail Junction at Jackson Road and Wisconsin Road.
The spirit of cooperation, working together. We've been working together with Edinburg Mission for our different entities, and this is part of what it is. We're finally happy to break ground on this hike and bike trail here in Jackson that will really connect our communities.
This project is a collaborative effort between the City of McAllen and the City of Edinburg. We have federal dollars that have been included in this project that come from the RGV MPO, and so we thank our partners for that.
With a total project cost of more than $2.6 million, funding for this initiative is a collaborative effort from the City of McAllen, the City of Edinburg, and the active participation from the RGV Metropolitan Planning Organization. The construction has an approximate 11th-month timeline, kicking off in February 2024 and reaching completion by November 2024.
The City of McAllen has turned a landfill into a field of dreams for soccer players and residents. McAllen city officials held a ribbon-cutting ceremony to officially open Uvalde Park, which has been improved with federal funding since 2011. Originally a brush landfill in the late 60s and early 70s, the property has since been converted to parkland. Since 2011, thanks to Community Development Block Grant funds, Uvalde Park has received over $500,000 for the playscape, restroom facilities, and walking trail, with the latest investment adding Musco field lighting to convert the green space to soccer fields. AEP and the McAllen Parks and Recreation Department worked together to supply the first ever LED lighting for the fields. Installation of the Musco lighting was completed in February of 2021 by Zetro Electric. McAllen Parks and Recreation's building maintenance electricians completed all of the conduit work and lighting connections. Musco lighting is designed specifically for playing fields to concentrate light on the field and avoid overspray to surrounding neighborhoods. Once the lights installation was complete, the Parks and Recreation Department began the process of resetting irrigation, leveling the soil, and reseeding to create 3 soccer fields. The finished product is 3 11 versus 11 soccer fields for use by the community and associations, with options to split the larger fields for youth play.
UTRGV Athletics and the City of McAllen officially opened the new Vaqueros Golf Center at Champion Lakes Golf Course in February, celebrating the completion of the nearly $3 million facility. UTRGV Vice President and Director of Athletics Chase Conk, UTRGV Men's Golf Head Coach Houston Moore, UTRGV Women's Golf Head Coach Brian Novoa, City of McAllen elected officials, McAllen City Manager Roy Rodriguez, and Champion Lakes Golf Course Director of Golf Carlos Espinosa discussed the effects the facility will have not just on the UTRGV athletics, but also on UTRGV and the Rio Grande Valley. The Vaqueros Golf Center includes more than 4,200 square feet of space for locker rooms for the UTRGV men's and women's golf programs, 2 hitting bays, a study lounge, nutrition station, and viewing area, and coach's office. The Vaqueros Golf Center is a direct result of the partnership between UTRGV Athletics and the City of McAllen that has strengthened over the last few years, including the announcement this past September naming the McAllen International Airport the official airport of UTRGV Vaqueros.
The City of McAllen is launching outreach plans to develop its Vision Zero action plan. The Vision Zero Action Plan is a traffic safety plan that will be created through data unique to the community in order to create safer transportation systems with a goal of reducing injuries and fatalities on McAllen roadways to zero. The outreach will include a multifaceted approach, integrating education, engineering, evaluation, enforcement, and policy. In order to help develop the plan, McAllen's Traffic Operations Division will be inviting residents, community advocates, and stakeholders to actively participate in the community engagement process. Community input and engagement will be crucial in shaping the success of this transformative initiative. The team developing the plan will conduct surveys at strategic locations throughout McAllen, ensuring the inclusion of all road users and diverse stakeholders. To help develop the plan, the City of McAllen received a $150,000 grant from the Safe Streets and Roads awarded by the U.S. Department of Transportation. This innovative plan, rooted in the belief that no loss of life or serious injuries is acceptable on McAllen's transportation system, represents a pivotal step forward in McAllen's commitment to public safety and the well-being of its residents. More information on the plan will be available on the City of McAllen website at mcallen.net and on all City of McAllen social media accounts.
Just a reminder for motorists as you approach construction sites, the City of McAllen is working on several drainage projects across the city. As the City of McAllen moves forward with the Idella Avenue Drainage Improvements Project, storm infrastructure construction will cause a road closure along Idella Avenue. The roadway is closed to all through traffic between 33rd Street and 29th Street from Tuesday, February 20th and until the expected completion date, Thursday, May 16th. Another road closure is Mona Avenue Drainage Improvements Project. Storm infrastructure construction will cause a road closure along Mona Avenue. The roadway is closed to all through traffic between 23rd Street and the end of Mona Avenue and will be completed by April 29th. Finally, as the City of McAllen moves forward with the North Main Street Drainage Improvements Project, storm infrastructure construction will cause a road closure along North Main Street. The roadway is closed to all through traffic between Fir Avenue and Gumwood Avenue until Wednesday, May 22nd. Motorists are urged to find alternate routes during the road closure and exercise extreme caution and patience when traveling along in the area. Motorists should expect some delays and congestion.
McAllen lands in top 5 for affordable cities to visit in Texas. McAllen has once again landed in the top 5 of another state list. This time, a ranking of cities in Texas more affordable than Dallas. The ranking, compiled by the Travel website, looked at 10 cities and compared travel costs, including flights, hotel, and affordable entertainment options. McAllen earned the number 4 spot, while other border cities, including Laredo and El Paso, were named 3 and 2 respectively. Other cities on the list included South Central communities and Dallas's neighbors, Arlington and Fort Worth. While the cities listed are more affordable than Dallas, they are still bustling cities in their own right. In fact, according to the author of the article, many of them are hidden gems in Texas that offer wide-open spaces, cultural richness, and cost-conscious opportunities. Cost for a solo traveler for the weekend in McAllen costs $379 compared to $531 in Dallas. Best times to visit is from August to November. The Travel is a site fueled by riders with a passion for idyllic destinations, helpful and all-encompassing travel guides, as well as travel destination recommendations.
The McAllen International Airport has another nonstop Florida destination for travelers. In June, Allegiant Air will begin offering direct flights from McAllen International Airport to Tampa and St. Petersburg, Florida. The new nonstop flights will be the 5th such route that the airline offers to connect McAllen to tourist destinations, including Las Vegas, Los Angeles, and Orlando. Tickets are already on sale at AllegiantAir.com.
Also, McAllen International Airport partners with Volaris to launch its 4th new non-stop destination to Cancun, Mexico. The McAllen International Airport partnered with Volaris, the Mexican ultra-low-cost airline that operates in Mexico, United States, and Central and South America, to announce its newest non-stop route to Cancun, Mexico. Tickets are already on sale. This new partnership will connect 2 key destinations for tourism and business starting on July 3rd, with 2 weekly departures on Wednesdays and Saturdays. As one of the top 10 busiest airports in Texas, McAllen International Airport's commercial airline traffic has led the region in 2023 with 45% of the RGV's commercial air service market share. It is also the only airport in the region to provide year-round international air service to top destinations like Cancun. The City of McAllen and its sister city of Reynosa have renewed their relationship with an international initiative in which the McAllen Fire Department will train the Reynosa Fire Department. The City of McAllen and the City of Reynosa officially renewed their sister city ties with a new international initiative that will focus on fire training, donating equipment, and recommitting to providing assistance and technical support in any emergency situation that may threaten lives and property. The sister city relationship was first established on July 4, 1992. This 30-plus year relationship has encompassed many facets of cooperation, cultural exchange, joint tourism, and economic support and shared initiatives over the years. Both McAllen and Reynosa city leaders look to strengthen the cooperation between their respective fire departments. City of Reynosa firefighters will not only receive first-hand training from McAllen firefighters, but also will receive technical support and certificates of participation from the Texas A&M Emergency Extension Services, which is an internationally recognized leader in the delivery of emergency response and workforce training, technical assistance, and economic development.
Several McAllen firefighters are learning sign language to better serve the deaf community. Here's a story.
You're gonna and then put them together. Relatives.
Some of McAllen's emergency responders are ahead of the class, learning a new skill to better assist the City of McAllen deaf or hard of hearing community if and when they respond in an emergency.
It's kind of like an accent for signing, whatever your preference is.
8 McAllen firefighters are in class at Brown Middle School learning American Sign Language with the assistance of the McAllen Independent School District Regional Day School Program for the Deaf.
I know a little bit of sign language, and it's been very helpful on getting a perspective of someone that's deaf or hard of hearing. The world of the deaf community is very different than ours.
Victoria Gomez is the instructor for the emergency responders who are from the McAllen Fire Department and local area hospitals. Gomez is a paraprofessional at McAllen ISD Regional Day School Program for the Deaf by day, and after hours, an ASL instructor for emergency responders. She says learning sign language hits home because she is deaf and her brother is too.
So I teach the ABCs first, and then we start working on sentences, and then that way just different sign language.
Gomez says sign language can be overwhelming, but her teaching method is to simplify the vocabulary to phrases and words an emergency responder would use in the field.
It depends, really. Some people think it's easy. It can be hard, just depends. It's very important to be able to communicate with deaf people.
After hours, McAllen ISD has several American Sign Language classes ongoing at Brown Middle School. This class is for emergency responders. There is another class for parents, and still another community class where adults learn sign language.
We have this wonderful opportunity for first responders to come and just learn some basic signs. We do have a rather large deaf community in our area, and so they most likely will encounter a deaf or hard of hearing person, and it just gives them a few words that they can use to help in emergency and already panicked situations.
Ellis says the Rio Grande Valley deaf community is growing. She says it's vital to provide basic emergency services to them until an interpreter can be called in.
It's very important. It's needed for just easy communication. It makes things a little bit quicker. Of course, we still need to call an interpreter once everything's calmed down, but they can go ahead and give some immediate feedback to the person they're trying to help.
As Zamora and his fellow firefighters learn basic sign language, he believes with practice, they'll be ready to use this skill out in the field during emergencies.
So if I say I'm a firefighter, I can either use the sign I am a firefighter, or I could just point at myself. And so a lot of this is, a lot of pointing. They say 80% of your communication is nonverbal, right? Same with signs. So you need to make sure if you're saying where, you're saying where, kind of really emphasize the gesture. Like you really want to know where are you hurting? Are you hurting?
Zamora already does dozens of school presentations every year. He says he looks forward to doing fire safety presentations to deaf children because he wants them to feel comfortable.
when I speak to children, I can tell that I personally see that they may feel left out. When I'm talking to children, I'm asking them questions, you know, and I can engage in them a little bit more. You know, I can tell them, hey, I'm a firefighter. You know, I help people, and they feel included. You can see the difference in their faces. They kind of brighten up, and when they see just a simple sign, they love it.
Firefighter Christian Rodriguez admits sign language can be intimidating, but he's starting with the basics and is hoping to learn with his fellow firefighters.
If someone's hard of hearing or they are deaf, they're scared, you know, they're frightened, and you kind of want to give them that comfort, and you kind of, hey, you know, I'm here for you, and you want to give them that peace. So this is a good thing to know.
The instructors at the McAllen ISD Regional Day School for the Deaf and the McAllen firefighters are hoping the entire region benefits from their efforts because life decisions are made in the first seconds of an emergency. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roy Cantu.
If you're looking for a career in law enforcement, the McAllen Police Department is looking for some qualified candidates to fill 24 police officer positions. The McAllen Police Department is looking to hire motivated individuals who desire a career in public safety and want to make a difference in their community. Individuals looking for an opportunity to earn a competitive salary with benefits and are able to perform at a professional level should apply at the City of McAllen website at mcallen.net/jobs. Individuals interested in becoming McAllen police officers must apply at the City of McAllen Civil Service Department by March 6, 2024 by 5 p.m. For those hired, the City of McAllen offers benefits including a retirement system, paid holidays, paid vacation and sick leave, medical benefits, assignment pay, certification and education pay, and college tuition reimbursement. Annual base pay upon completion of 1 year of service is $62,224.
Keep McAllen Beautiful is conducting a resident survey to get feedback about public art. The City of McAllen is surveying residents in the region using the Zen City Community Engagement Platform. The purpose of the survey will be to gather feedback regarding public art, which will provide valuable insight into what area residents want to see art, as well as to help develop a master plan regarding what kind of public art they want to see. The survey is available via a link or QR code on the City of McAllen and Keep McAllen Beautiful websites and various social media platforms, with an option to conduct survey in either English or Spanish. The community survey was devised through input from Keep McAllen Beautiful, IMAS, South Texas College Art Department, and the McAllen Chamber. It is in partnership with Zen City, the community input platform used by local governments to hear from more residents and get meaningful and actionable insights. The survey has been available since February 1st and runs until March 17th. The International Museum of Art and Science receives its reaccreditation by the American Alliance of Museums and also hosted the Hate Ends Now, the cattle card exhibit. Here's the story.
The boxcar was heavily in my mind because that's the transition from being a human being to becoming a number.
The Hate Ends Now exhibit made its way to McAllen through a traveling cattle car replica with moving holographic images and narration by 2 Holocaust survivors. The International Museum of Art and Science hosted the exhibit in partnership with the San Antonio Holocaust Memorial Museum, Temple Emmanuel, and the City of McAllen. Annie Holland Miller, president of Temple Emmanuel, was eager to see this exhibit in McAllen.
It seems that our world is so divisive. There's so much hate. Hate is very prevalent in the world. And I like to believe that a lot of that is based on ignorance, on not understanding, not knowing.
Holland says for more than 70 years, Temple Emmanuel has been home to more than 100 Jewish families, young and old.
I feel very lucky to live in a community that is so diverse, that is built on diversity, that we celebrate. We don't just tolerate, we celebrate. We work to understand each other and respect each other.
During a 26-minute, 360-degree immersive presentation for groups of 20, visitors were exposed to the development and aftermath of the Holocaust.
This is an event where we can all come together. It doesn't matter who we're talking about, you know. Hate just has no room or space in our community. And it's important that we stand by all walks of life and ensure that hate does not happen here.
The Holocaust Memorial Museum in San Antonio worked with officials at the City of McAllen to bring this exhibit to the city.
This is indeed a momentous day for the museum and for our community.
Ann Fortescue also made the announcement at a press conference to welcome the Hate Ends Now, the Cattle Car exhibit that the International Museum of Art and Science, alongside 40 other museums, received reaccreditation honors from the American Alliance of Museums.
It's also recognition for the role that we play as a relevant and engaged community partner. And the Hate Ends Now Cattle Car exhibit is a perfect example of IMUS carrying out its community partnership role.
The Holocaust Memorial Museum of San Antonio, the only museum of its kind in South Texas, opened its doors in 2000.
All of our educational programs through the Holocaust Memorial Museum focus on the lessons from the Holocaust, which, pure and simple, is about hate. It's about where our words can lead and our actions can lead.
For Rabbi Nathan Farb of Temple Emmanuel, having an exhibit in our community makes it easy to share with the entire Rio Grande Valley.
The message of this exhibit could not be more powerful or more timely. It is so important to understand that in the Holocaust there were 6 million Jews who were murdered by the Nazi regime. But it didn't begin with murder. That is where it ended up, but it began with simply dehumanizing from one neighbor to another.
According to Director Leslie Met, they want people from all walks of life, religious beliefs, and the younger generation to learn from this tragic event.
We are now 80 years away from the Holocaust since it ended, and it really is important for our younger generations to have a better understanding. This is real.
McAllen resident Shirley Pippin attended the Hate Ends Now exhibit with members of the First Presbyterian Church in McAllen.
I thought it was put together in an amazing way that must have been very difficult for all of those. And the pictures themselves were just heartbreaking.
For others like Susie Lee, who knows about recent racist attacks on the Asian community, the exhibit hit home.
Being a minority, especially after COVID and all the increased hate crimes towards Asians, I appreciate this exhibit so much, and it resonates so deep because we as humans forget so easily, and this is a constant reminder that it happened, it was terrible, it still exists, and we need to take the proper steps to prevent it from happening and educating our children to not make the same mistakes.
Rabbi Farb believes the Rio Grande Valley is part of a community that welcomes everyone.
It's our hope that the message, hate ends now, will ring true and that this will help to bring about that mindset and that change in ourselves, in our hearts, and in our world where we can say hate ends now and we will not repeat the mistakes of the past.
The Hate Ends Now, the Cattle Car exhibit provided McAllen residents and students an opportunity to relive the first horror of the Holocaust by stepping into the cattle car and hearing the chilling memories of those who experienced and survived it. With this exhibit and the community of partners that it took to bring it to IMUS, McAllen is part of those who pledge never again, ensuring that this history of hate does not ever repeat itself again.
The City of McAllen Public Works Department wins big at a regional competition. McAllen Public Works participated in the American Public Works Association Texas Chapter Rio Grande Valley Branch in January, hosted by the City of Edinburgh. The McAllen team participated in all 3 event categories: backhoe, mini excavator, and grapple truck, taking first place in the backhoe competition, third place in the mini excavator competition, and sweeping all 3 trophy places in the grapple truck competition. McAllen city officials say congratulations to the McAllen Public Works staff that won in their category competition, and thank you to all of the staff that competed in the event.
The City of McAllen held a Friday Fun Day dance party to get its employees moving for the It's Time Texas Community Challenge. With DJ Jerry in the house at McAllen City Hall, employees worked up a sweat to some of the classics with the help of the camp Kangoo Boot Camp, The 60-minute session included low-impact movements and high-impact fun with everyone's best dance moves. The City of McAllen has won first place in its category in the ITT Community Challenge for the past 6 years.
The Palm Valley Animal Society recognized the City of McAllen at their annual Puppy Love Gala. PVAS created the Visionary Award to shine a spotlight on those who pioneer new approaches to animal welfare in the community. This award applauds thinking outside the box to find more logical, humane ways to address the Valley's stray animal crisis. PVAS organizers say this takes time and money, and especially bravery for not just doing things the way that they've always been done, but rather a vision to know that there is a better, smarter way to address stray animals than just picking up everything on 4 legs and taking it to the crowded shelter. The first recipient was the City of McAllen for proving every day that animal care is more effective than animal control, and the entire community is better for it.
That's going to do it for us here. Thank you so much for watching. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roy Cantu.
And I'm Xochitl Mora. We'll see you next time.